Hi there, George here with Softube at NAMM 2020. I'm going to talk you through the Console 1 system in brief but not too brief fashion. So, if you're familiar with Softube, you know that we make great plugins. We're all about component modeling of analog gear, making the best sounding analog plugins available. From FET compressors to Tube Tech equalizers, from Trident to Summit Audio, and now SSL. The Console 1 system was designed with an SSL channel strip plugin in mind, the 4000E series console, but to get the hands-on control of the 4000E, we thought we'd design a hardware controller to go with it. Obviously it's a lot more than that, but this is all about marrying the best parts of hardware and software into one system. So you have the great sound in the DAW environment of the SSL channel strip. The Console 1 plugin is inserted on every track in the mix, and that routes the audio to our on-screen display application. This is where you take control of your whole mix, and using the track selector buttons at the top, you can grab a hold of any sound in your entire session and work with it, from shaping, gating, equalization, compression, even saturation and drive character. This is a complete channel strip, and it's a very quick way to work with your mix. So the basic theory is that this gives you all the hands-on feel and speed and workflow of hardware, but with none of the drawbacks. You don't have to buy into a huge analog desk that will need maintenance costs and eat up your space, but you also don't lose the versatility of working in digital. You can always swap out into the DAW and bring new plugins in. You can even, within the Console 1 environment, shift between modes and change one channel strip for another. So if I press Shift and Strip, a list of compatible channel strips comes up. The SSL 4000 console is sold with the Console 1 unit. The others are sold separately. We have various different sounds and flavors available if you want to apply that to a single track or to your whole mix. You can even take the individual sections of the channel strip, for example the equalizer, substitute in a Softube or Universal Audio plugin. All of these plugins are compatible. Of course sold separately, but they are there if you already own those plugins. They're ready to go, and as soon as you own them, they're right there in the system. No mapping required. This is not a generic MIDI controller for plugins or DAWs, but it is a tightly integrated environment with the software that suits it. So, taking that for what it is, we thought, what could we do to improve it? So, what we heard from a lot of our customers was, hey, where's the fader? And now we have a 10 fader unit, which fits perfectly alongside the Console 1 original. This allows you to take control with the fader gesture of much more than just volume. You have the drive and character on the right hand side here, which are all accessible with the faders, 10 motorized touch sensitive Alps faders, so you can apply huge changes to your mix very quickly. Also low and high cut filters, gain, and even send levels. If you're working in any of the highly compatible DAWs, this works in any DAW, by the way, but some of them are more tightly integrated than others. Studio One, Cubase, Reaper, and a few others are really tightly integrated so that as soon as you grab a hold, you can move the fader within the DAW. So for example, I'm not moving volume, there I am. You can take control of the function right there within the DAW and get a really quick picture of your mix. So as soon as you start working with this, you'll find you can drive, you can cut, you can solo something up and have a closer listen. And you get a very quick method to get the meat and potatoes of your mix done. Now, if you're working with Universal Audio Apollo interfaces, this adds another dimension to the possibilities with Console 1 system. We have a mode called Apollo Central Mode, which opens up the ability to control the Apollo console software, the mixer within your interface. So this allows you to take control of tracking, of unison plugins, of zero latency monitoring, of talkback and of headphone mixes, and so on, right there from this hardware. It's all pre-mapped and ready to go, as I say, no mapping required, and it integrates perfectly with that system so that you're not using the mouse nearly as much. You're using intuitive, hands-on gestures to control your session. It gives you much more headspace to think about the music, and that's what matters in the end. So there we are, Console 1 system from Softube. And it's available now, the original Console 1 hardware and the new fader unit. Go and check them out.
Thanks for watching. To be notified of more videos of our trip to NAMM this year, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell. Leave a comment or question below, and check out our video playlist of all the latest and greatest products at NAMM.